Hello Collective, my name is Cheryl and welcome back to Meta Tarot Readings. Welcome to all of my new and returning subscribers, and thank you to everyone for your continued likes, your shares, for your support of this channel, but most importantly for your support of these messages from Spirit. That being said, wishing everyone a very, very happy Sunday. I am hoping that your Sunday feels as relaxed and as chill as mine does, at least right now. But it's a beautiful start to the day here. We're looking forward to another almost very autumny day. It feels as if we're on kind of the edge of both summer and autumn right now. But the energy so far has been really nice. And this is the energy that I'm hoping will continue into tomorrow as we walk into the month of September. So let's see today, for this last day of August, if there is any information or advice that Spirit would like to share with us at this time for our highest good only. And I'm also hoping, I guess on a personal reader level, that there's going to be different information come through, because I feel that as much as Spirit has kept us up to date with what's been going on in the collective, particularly feeling the energy that I'm feeling this morning, and I do feel that this is the collective energy, there is a sense of calmness, right? Because a lot of you do now have your truth. Okay, and thank you for those of you that have sent confirmations, or particularly during the personal readings, you've shared that. You've gotten your personal truth. So I feel for a lot of the collective, it's what comes next, or how am I able to shift this energy away from me completely? And the answer has always been the same, right? When it comes to those karmic energies, it's about not bringing your focus there. It's about continuing to focus on yourself, to use that energy to be of service in whatever way, shape, or form feels intuitive to you. So again, you continue that forward movement. And as you know, with the karmic energies, that's what they're seeing, that's what they're sensing, that's what they're viewing. But I think for a lot of the collective, you've also now understand and recognize that's justice, God's justice, karma, the universe's justice, whatever you believe in, right? So I feel in many ways, as we're closing out the summer months, going into autumn, I almost feel as if a lot of us have a clean slate in where we might have thought we were with this individual from the past, or maybe again someone who is currently in your energy. But I do feel a lot of you sense that being able to take a breath, to take a nice long exhale, because whatever fears or worries or concerns or doubts that you had, I feel a lot of you have gotten the confirmations that you've needed. So yeah, let's see what Spirit has to share today, and I'll shut up. Spirit, what messages do you have for the collective today? Look at this. What did I say about feeling that moment, almost that sigh of ease, relaxation, mental relief is what I'm getting. Four of Swords, air energy, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini energy. Some of you feel as if you can finally take, this is what I'm getting, finally take a mental reprieve. I'm noticing even the way that I'm talking to you guys today, it's so soft. It's so calm, and it feels so good, because I feel a lot of you are suspended in that rainbow state, right? You still have that sword of wisdom, of knowledge, and I just heard, yes, of protection and defense alongside you. But you're now able to relax, to take a load off. That's what I just heard, to take a load off mentally. So I feel for a lot of you, collective, I mean, I don't know what your specific circumstance was or who you were dealing with, but they did have you mentally unbalanced for a while. And that was deliberate, right? As we've learned through all the readings, that was deliberate. That was part of knocking you off of whatever pedestal they thought that you were on. That was part of just infiltrating your energy, making you lose faith or confidence in yourself. As I look at that Four of Swords, I feel someone who feels as if they can finally rest. They have the knowledge that they needed. They have the confirmations that they wanted. This is someone today, at least in this present moment, that is allowing themselves to relax. What more should the collective know about today's energy? Ace of Pentacles, Earth energy, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. Again, you're confident with your blessings. You're confident where you are. I feel that I've just heard you just made it, right? I'm looking at the bottom of the deck. I've got the Knight of Cups. So yes, there's still someone that wants to ride in, right? With an offer, with a proposal, someone who sees you as an option. But I really feel that the focus, at least today, is about where you are, collective, with your state of mind, with your positioning in life. And for those of you in the collective that resonate with this, I feel that you are someone that has found mental stability, that has found mental peace. And it is because of your blessings. It is because of your hard work. It is because you finally feel comfortable enough to just not stress, to not put yourself in that headspace. And I feel that the focus on that Four of Swords today is so deep because, again, a lot of you were deliberately placed in some type of mental turmoil. Thank you, Spirit. Someone was trying to mess with your mental health. Now I'm looking at the Four Swords. We know that there has been a lot of family interference or group activity. I do feel a lot of what was done to you was to make you appear or somehow make you become mentally unbalanced, but it didn't work. And it's showing that it didn't work through this Ace of Pentacles. Again, whatever it is that you do for a living, it's powerful enough to not only support you and future lineages, but to also cast this beautiful spotlight on your, on your accomplishments, on revealing your true character. Whomever you are, whatever it is that you do right now, however it is that you remade yourself where you're actually able to sit back now and relax. And again, I'm looking at the three swords suspended in that rainbow. For some of you mentally, and I'm hearing, after a period of struggle, right? You finally found your peace. What more should the collective be aware of surrounding today's energy? Look at this. We have the Five of Cups. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio energy. So there is someone that is looking back at you. Notice even the wording, looking back in the past at you. I also feel that this is also you. I feel that there is still some regret and some remorse and some sadness surrounding either your past person, your person of interest, or just the situation, how it unfolded as a whole. But I'm not even reading that Five of Cups as a negative energy surrounding you, collective. I feel that I just had part of the grieving process, part of letting go, part of what has allowed you to come into that Four of Swords energy, to find that mental place of stillness, to finally be able, thank you, Spirit, to let go of the fear, to let go of the doubt, to let go of the remorse, to let go of the regrets, okay, to let go of the regrets. As I look from the Five of Cups to the Four of Swords, you've just, these three cards are saying to me today, you found your peace. And looking at this Ace of Pentacles, you found your confidence, you found your security, you found your stability, you found your well-being, and you did it for you. Five of Cups to the Four of Swords to the Ace of Pentacles. I mean, so far, collective, this is beautiful because the focus is on you. The focus isn't on the karmic energy, the focus is on you. And although some of you, again, are letting go within this Five of Cups, it's an admission and a release. It's an understanding that, yes, this was a painful situation to move through. These were some really hard lessons. But this is, again, coming from the Five of Cups, and I've never had this before. Within that disappointment, you've learned your lessons, you found your peace. And this is why they're, again, bringing me back to the Four of Swords. It feels mentally, for some of you, you're finally able to relax. Yeah? Bottom of the deck, we have the Four of Wands, fire energy, Sagittarius, Leo, Aries. Things are finally resolved for you. Things are finally resolved for you within a home situation or with a foundation. Whether in the past there was conflict with the Five of Wands, right? So this could be regarding a former spouse, someone you cohabitated with. In regards to you, the collective, your karmic co-partner, not calling you the karmic, but whomever you were partnered with at that time, whomever you thought had your back and went away and established a life elsewhere, potentially with someone else. That conflict that you walked away from within that foundation, within that home, you're now receiving victory and acknowledgement for with the Six of Wands. This is huge. You have people, interest, and there it is, that pluralization again. You have people that have absolutely acknowledged your struggle through this Page of Swords energy. Remember, all last week, this page was almost in every single reading, asked to be placed underneath the Five of Cups. The Page of Swords is air energy, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. This group, this family, this community, whoever they are, because again, we heard about them in all of the previous readings, who were fighting and arguing, Knight of Swords energy, traveling around to each other, sharing news and information about your Six of Wands. All of them are in a Five of Cups, but they're acknowledging who you are through this Six of Wands. They're acknowledging you as the victor. They're acknowledging, again, whatever these struggles were within this Five of Wands, where you were matched unknowingly and unwillingly against a group of 5 or more people, potentially, again, within a family, within a home environment. This could be, a workplace, a community, a friend group, however you feel this resonates for you, because today they're being forced to acknowledge, well, not forced, I got corrected, because there you are being seen as a Queen of Pentacles, male or female, earth energy, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. They've asked me to place this underneath the Ace of Pentacles with the Nine of Swords, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini energy, underneath the Four of Swords, followed by the Moon, Cancerian energy, to the Empress, Libra, Taurus energy, okay? There's a lot of guilt surrounding what happened to you, right? And again, it's that energy also collective, of someone I'll just do still wanting to have that new beginning with you. Two of Cups to the Fool, to the Ten of Cups, to the Page of Cups, but also recognizing with the Five of Pentacles that there is no way that they're able to come towards you. There's already too much happening in their own backyard. But it's showing me throughout all of this, right? You're still emerging as the Temperance Angel. Sagittarius energy. You're still emerging as someone victorious, while your person of interest or the people from your past are moving through Devil energy and Queen of Swords to King of Swords energy, because they're all in an Eight of Swords, and there I have the distorted Emperor again, right? This is the individual that potentially left you for a karmic co-partner to establish a home or a relationship with someone else. Again, a lot of this has been covered, particularly in yesterday's reading as well, if you don't want to go too far back, about what this distorted Emperor was doing within Two of Cups, right? Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio energy. It just feels as if today, because we know that there's been a lot of fighting, a lot of arguing, a lot of truth that's been coming to the surface, that this group, this family, this community, whoever they are, they've turned their back on your person of interest. Nine of Swords energy to that Moon energy. And it is because of who you are proving yourself to be as the Empress. I'm also looking at this Queen of Pentacles energy that asked to be placed underneath the Ace of Pentacles. And then they've drawn me back to the Nine of Swords to the Queen of Pentacles. So the Queen of Pentacles is coming in as distorted. This is why the Moon came in clarifying the Empress energy. So whomever your former partner went off to collaborate with, the karmic co-partner, they are still in that Nine of Swords, because again, everyone recognizes the truth of what happened within whatever foundation you were attempting to build with this individual. Four of Wands to the Ace of Pentacles, and your struggles within it, right? Five of Wands to the Six of Wands, because now this karmic Queen of Pentacles is coming in as a fraud. Queen of Pentacles to the Nine of Swords, while you are up there as the Empress, right? This is someone who was operating deceitfully. Queen of Pentacles to the Moon. This is someone, again, who was destiny swapping or attempting to be a fraudulent Empress energy, male or female. Because looking again at the Five of Wands to the Six of Wands, all of this again is confirmation that the group, the family, everybody knows the truth. So, I mean, collective, is there really any new information here? Not really. I'm looking at the Four of Swords to the Five of Cups to the Four of Wands. I feel that you now have the information that you need in order for you, the collective, to determine what you do next, to determine if this energy comes back around, whether it's going to be an energy that you entertain, or actually, let's pull it back a little bit. If you get exposed to another energy like this, because I'm also feeling right now that in amongst all of this great healing that you've been doing, it's imperative, right, that the same lesson does not get repeated in the future, that you are able to recognize the signs when someone approaches you and is being less than honest about their expectations and exactly what it is that they want from you and what it is that they can actually offer you with this Moon energy, right? So I feel for some of you, you've experienced a lot of deception in your former relationships, and it is because you're an Empress, male or female. I feel that you just wanted to trust. You wanted to trust whomever you were with, and you probably gave them a lot of leeway in terms of how you allowed them to treat you, the things that you let them do and get away with. But I feel the biggest part of this message for you today, particularly because you're coming in under this Empress energy, is how much you've learned and healed from this. Four of Swords to the Five of Cups to the Four of Wands to the Ace of Pentacles. You've grown from this. This didn't kill you. This made you stronger. And this is what this group, this family, this community is witnessing today and giving you acknowledgement for. Five of Wands to that Six of Wands. And this is what has your person of interest left completely out in the cold. I feel whomever you were dealing with, past or present, right? Again, you only take what resonates. I feel that they were confronted. They were confronted with the truth. Page of Swords to the Knight of Swords. Again, there is still that energy of multiple people being involved because they brought multiple people in to try to turn against you, to try to isolate you, right? And if you were married to this individual, looking at this Four of Wands to this Five of Wands, this person could have spun a story that maybe you were argumentative, maybe you were miserable, maybe they claimed that you weren't contributing, all the time hiding the truth that it was them all along. So I feel that if this is a former spouse, a former lover, there was a lot of projection that was going on. And that projection was being sent out towards all of the people that you knew and that you both knew jointly together. Again, looking at this Five of Cups, it was to isolate you. It was so their misdeeds, looking at the Nine of Swords, would not come to the surface, particularly in regards to this distorted Queen of Pentacles, right? And I feel it's this karmic co-partner, this energy that they're having now the biggest issue with, okay? Nine of Swords to the Moon, to that distorted Queen of Pentacles, because again, you know, everybody knows the truth, right? Because they were spied on by whomever this group, family, whatever this karmic situation is. Page of Swords to the Knight of Swords. And whatever destruction, chaos, and madness they try to cause in your life, Five of Wands to the Six of Wands, it's been acknowledged. It's been acknowledged that pretty much this karmic duo, this couple, whomever these individuals are, put you through hell simply to hide the fact that you are the Empress, male or female. All of this, everything that they did, was just an elaborate scam, a scheme to maintain control over you, over your future, over your abundance. But again, looking at these cards today, collective, there is a group, there is a family, they see the truth clearly. I don't even think anyone is arguing or even bothering to confront this person. I feel everything that needed to be said, was shared within the Page of Swords to the Knight of Swords. Because again, you're being shown as victorious. Six of Wands. You're being shown as someone who emerged from the conflict. Five of Wands, Four of Wands, to the Six of Wands as the Empress. And it's got your past person or your past person of interest in a Nine of Swords to the Moon. Because not only are they now concerned that everyone knows that you are the Empress, you are the higher vibrational human being, male or female, that everyone is now witness to and feels that Five of Cups, that they cannot be a part of what it is that you're doing. They cannot even step into your energy, and it's all because of the lies and the mistruths that was put forward by your past partner or by your person of interest in regards to you with this karmic co-partner. And I do want to say, they're asking me to say this karmic co-partner doesn't have to have been a lover. I mean, this could be someone who is like a mother figure. Queen of Pentacles, it's interesting that's coming in. So you could have been dealing with a distorted mother energy. Someone who maybe just didn't like you, didn't like who you were, maybe just, again, only take what resonates. But that's interesting that that came up as I look from this distorted Queen of Pentacles to the Four of Wands. And it could very much be to do with inheritance, right? Some type of foundation. I'm looking up at the Empress. Maybe you have children with this individual. You could be co-parenting with this person, because I'm looking now again at that distorted Queen of Pentacles. She's really trying to hold on to that big pentacle that's sitting on her lap. So for some of you, you could have been dealing with a distorted in-law or in-laws, right? That family energy again, looking at the Four of Wands to the Five of Wands, who just decided that they didn't want you as part of their family, that they didn't want you around, or did not approve of your relationship, maybe with their son or daughter. That is definitely for someone. That came through really, really clearly. But whatever conflict or strife this family, this friend group, this community we're trying to cause, again, and going back to the Four of Wands, within your home, within this foundation, it's been revealed as fraudulent, right? And again, you're in that Empress energy, you're in that Four of Swords in the best way possible. You're experiencing the Five of Cups in a beautiful way as a lesson learned, as something never to be repeated. While this family, this group, your past person and whomever they teamed up with, they're moving through that karma. Nine of Swords to the Moon energy, Page of Swords to the Knight of Swords to the Five of Wands. Because it's all about your victory, collective, as the Empress. So I'm going to pull out the wisdom of the Oracle. And keep today's reading, I think, short and sweet. Because this really, and I'm happy to say this is more about you, okay? Yes, these energies came up, but these energies are coming up because of where they see you, right? They see you in this Four of Swords. You're unbothered, and your unbotheredness is bothering them because it's telling them, it's confirming, right? Six of Wands to that Empress energy, exactly who you are. It's also confirming, right, your own abundance that you went away and built. Ace of Pentacles to the Six of Wands. It's also confirming the home that you had to leave to start for yourself. Four of Wands to the Six of Wands. Do you get where I'm going with this? And while they're in a Five of Cups, complete regret and remorse for having screwed up whatever relationship or opportunities that they could have had with you, you're in a Five of Cups almost with a sense of relief. Yes, there's regret, there's remorse, and there's sadness, but it's a way different energy. It's a, I am never going to go back to that place again. I've learned, I'm letting go, I'm reclaiming back my mental health, I'm reclaiming back my well-being, because I know exactly who I am, and let me tell you, collective, so do these individuals, okay? So, wisdom of the Oracle, is there anything else that the collective should be aware of today? We have flexible asking to be shown, okay? Why is flexible being shown? Okay. Tick-tock. So allowing yourself to be flexible with time, okay? To be flexible with your healing, to take time with yourself. For some of you, it's because I'm got pulled right back down to that Four of Swords. It's because some of you are still mentally healing. Some of you are still mentally healing and recovering and recuperating from your confirmations, from the truth that you've revealed or have been revealed to you. Some of your past energies have been in contact with some members of the collective. Some of you have had to make a decision about the choices that you've had to make surrounding these energies when they've reached out to you. Some of you are just glad that it's over and that you're now able to take the time to really look after yourselves, to really focus on your own well-being, particularly, I mean, this keeps coming up, particularly your mental health. So some of you in the collective could have been suffering from anxiety, depression, stress. These are all serious mental health issues. And this was caused maybe by gang stalking, by bullying, maybe by the isolation, maybe just by feeling cast out, left adrift. These are pretty heavy words that are coming forward looking at this card. So I'm really happy to say, as I said from the onset of this reading, this is confirmation from Spirit that you're healing and that the bulk of the collective is in a really good headspace. Now they have gotten the confirmations and the truth that they needed. And even though this Five of Cups appears here for you as well, it's a Five of Cups that allows you to look behind you, to recognize that there are still two cups there, that your life is not over, that things are just beginning for you, right? Whereas your past person of interest and whomever they teamed up with have recognized that for them, time has run out and all they can focus on right now is the three cups that have spilled over and that they have lost, which is you. So I'm going to leave the reading here, collective. It actually went a little bit longer than I thought it would. I sincerely hope that this message resonates for you, and that it brings more peace and more healing, and congratulations if it does, right? Because again, just looking at that Four of Swords and that Five of Cups, I know, I can see, I can feel where you've been and where you are now. And you truly deserve the acknowledgement and the victory that you are receiving. I want you to know that, collective. And if this reading did not resonate for you, thank you again for sticking through until the very end. Please feel free to let it go, and maybe the next reading will be the one for you. So in saying all of that, as usual, sending you all the love and all the light. Enjoy your Sunday, and I will see you again in September. I don't even know why I did that. That's not really my thing. Mind you, I have been watching a lot of British comedies recently on YouTube. So yeah, I know, that's my call back home, how I connect with back home as well. But yeah, fortunate enough to be here in Canada, and again enjoying the long weekend, and I hope wherever you are enjoying your weekend as well. Until I see you all again, continue to be good to yourselves as well as each other. Take care, everyone.